everyone, nice to do a video again. I haven't done one for quite a while actually. Yeah, so this is going to be my May favourites, which I'm so glad May is now over, because May was a hard month for me. It was all exams and finishing uni and stuff, and now I can just relax. So yeah, one May favourite which I've just done today is my hair. If you hadn't noticed, it's pink, and yeah, I'll do a whole video on it if anyone wants us to. But yeah, I've literally just done it this morning, and it looks more harsh on camera than it is in real life, but really like that. And yeah, I'll just get started. I've got 7 products here to show you, so I'll get into it. The first is hair related, and it's a favourite that I've had a lot, and it's probably been in one of these videos before. And it's the Freider Shea Blonde Go Blonder Spray, and this really, really works. I know people have had problems with it hurting my scalp and all sorts, but I'm just going off my experience of it. And my experience is that it hasn't dried my hair out at all, like some people have said. It hasn't irritated my scalp. But be aware that it does obviously happen to some people, but it just hasn't to me. And it's just made my hair so much blonder, which I think goes really well with the pink now. And it used to be a really dull blonde, and the more and more I've used this, just to try and get it blonder to make it right for the pink, it's just really worked, and it's cheaper than a hairdresser, and it doesn't feel like you're doing loads of really awful things to your hair as soon as you just use it after you've washed your hair and before you blow dry. So yeah, I'd highly recommend that. It's not even that expensive. I'm nearly finished my second spray bottle of this. Next is skincare, and what I've been loving is the Caudalie Serum SOS. Well, that's the Scottish French version. It's the SOS Thirst Quenching Serum, and I've just got the little sample from Glossybox, and I really like this. When I was doing my exams, my skin reacts badly to stress, and I was really stressed. And yeah, my skin normally would get really spotty, but it actually didn't get really spotty. It went really dry instead, like really like it needed thirst quenching, and that's exactly what this serum provided for that. And it was amazing, just in my type of need of dry skin, and it really worked wonders. And like my skin would be kind of sore with like how dry it was getting, and this really calmed it down. And I've still got some left, and I complained in the video where I unboxed it that this sounded half empty, but it's actually lasted really well. You need the tiniest amount, and I really consider buying the full size, especially if my skin tended to stay a bit drier than it used to be. So yeah, it's definitely worth a go if you've got dry skin, and I love it. Next is something that made life a lot easier through exams as well, and this is the Origins Vitazing, and I've been using this every day since exams instead of foundation. When I was sitting in the house revising, I didn't want to put a full face foundation on, and I spent most of May just sat in the house. So like, I haven't really discovered a whole lot of new things because I've just been sat in the house revising for most of the month. And yeah, and so this came in handy when I didn't want a full face of makeup, but I wanted a little bit of coverage, and that's what this provides. It's less than a tinted moisturiser, I think. I've mentioned this a million times in videos already, but it is really nice, and it's now what I use every day through the day for foundation. My foundations just have not been used unless I've went out on the night time somewhere. This is all I've used through the day, and yeah, I'm totally comforted in not wearing foundation through the day. And my skin has really thanked us for it. I've had hardly any breakouts, and it's really in much better condition since I've stopped wearing foundation through the day, so I'd recommend giving it a try. Right, makeup things. First one I've got is a Revlon lip butter in Sweet Tart. And everyone goes on about these Revlon lip butters, but I didn't believe the hype for so long, but then I eventually bought one. And I've only got this one, and I really want to try some more because I really like them. Yeah, it's this gorgeous pinky colour. And there's not much to say really. I think I've shown you this before. I'll not do a swatch because you can see it's just the same colour that is in the tube. And they feel really moisturising, and I was surprised by how much colour payoff this gives actually. Like it just looks like lipstick to me, but it's not as dry as a lipstick. So to me, this is just a moisturising lipstick. It's not like, ooh, like a lip balm at all really, I don't think. I think it's just a lipstick that's pretty good at moisturising. So, but I really like them. And I wanted to get a peachy one. I've got so many new products, like, well not so many, but I've got some new products I've got over the past few weeks, but I can't really put them in this favourites because like, I've only just got them, so they'll have to be in next month's favourites if I still like them that much. But I was getting off sidetracked. I've got two favourites here that are kind of similar, and it's the Garnier body range, and I'll start with this one. This is the Intensive 7 Days body lotion, and this is in Nourishing Shea butter. This has worked wonders for me because the past few days I've got, well, the past few weeks I've got quite sunburned of the lovely weather I've been having, and this has really helped to nourish my skin and stop it from getting too dry and sore, and it's just worked wonders, and it smells really nice and doesn't take too long to sink in, and I think the moisture really lasts in your skin, and it's not expensive and I highly recommend it. And the other thing is the Garnier Summer Body Moisturising Lotion Sunkissed look, and this is a deep Sunkissed look one, so it's basically a gradual tanner, which is meant to be like a moisturiser with tan in it, and actually this smells really nice. I used to use the Dove one when I was younger, when I was about 16, and the smell of it used to just stink, and but this one actually smells, it says apricot, but it doesn't actually really smell of apricot, and it doesn't really ever get the tanny kind of smell even when it's developed. And this gives quite a strong tan, I think. Like, I expected it to be just like a tiny bit, like nothing really noticeable, so I just put it on all over just like I would a body lotion, and I woke up the next day with orange hands where I hadn't washed them, and it was orange between my fingers and streaky, so you have to be careful with this like you would with a normal tanner. But I learnt my lesson from it, so I'm just advising you to use this with the caution that you would with a normal tan. Don't just assume that's not going to be as strong, because it is. But it does give a nice look. It is a good tan, it's a noticeable tan, but it's not orange. That's the thing I like about it, that you can put it on just like normal tan, but like it gives a lighter tan than like Zen tan. So yeah, it is nice, and it does moisturise as well, so that's great, and I'd highly recommend it. And then my last favourite is an eyeshadow, and if I can get it out, there, I've got it out, and it's from MAC, and I've got it in my palette here, but I'm not going to do a video on that just yet because it's not full. When it is full I will do a video, but this is my newest eyeshadow, and it's Dazzlelight by MAC, and I don't know if you can be able to see, but it's just a gorgeous shimmery highlight colour, really nice, and I use these kind of highlight colours all over my lids sometimes, and just with a flick of liner, and I really like it. I don't know how, it's just, you're not going to be able to see, I don't think, which is a lovely shimmery highlight, and you could actually even use this as a cheek highlight if you wanted to, and there's not much I can say about it, but it's the first like one of these I've had from MAC. I've got Blank Type, I think it is, and that's not really light enough for me as a highlight, and I wanted a shimmery one, so this is my first shimmery highlight from MAC, and I really like it, and I'm glad I got it. And yeah, that's all my favourites for this month. There's not that many, I know, because as I said, I've been in the house a lot and haven't really done much, but over June I'm doing a lot. I'm going to London and I'm going to Ibiza, so I should have a lot of favourites from those trips. So thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you later. Bye.